Today we have the schus also that our Fabrengen is also going online. It's going to be Bishtatfus with Shluchim, Beismedish Shluchim. So of course on such an occasion, even more than usual, make a cheshbon, Emsa de Tzibura. Crowd, you don't even know where the crowd is. Yechidim, individuals. So you have to be more prepared. So I made a cheshbon last night. I'll go to sleep a little bit earlier. Wake up in the morning. Mitzugereiten. Gucken aber, weiß, allein tiffen Sache Hamaimer. The Kapitel, stuck a small Kapitel, aber ich kam my Morim that explain the Kapitel, the Sikleya Kapitel, the Rashi, the Ibn Ezra. But the Eibishter was mezaker me that 3 o'clock in the morning my phone rang. And it wasn't overseas, somebody made a mistake. He wanted to know if the schnitzel is kidneys, gebrochts, but it's mamish, non-kidneys, non-gebrochts. That could also be such a mitzvah. Somebody's calling from America or someplace else, doesn't know what the time is. But here was mamish, somebody in Thailand. He says, sorry, Rabbi, calling so late, so early, depends how you look at it, but I'm really not feeling well, and I'm scared. I admitted myself to a hospital on the Saturn, St. Louis, and no doctor came to see me, and I have very big pains in my chest. So I said, shall I come over? He says, no, maybe it'll be enough if I speak to you. That this is a guy who's never married, doesn't have children, doesn't have anybody in the world. He doesn't come from Thailand originally, comes from Europe, doesn't have anybody in the world who's thinking who he can even call. So he knows that he can call me. His whole kesher is only a few years. He's in his 60s. So he called me. So I said, should I go? Shouldn't I go? On the one hand, I can just turn over and go back to sleep. I have a big Inyan. I want to get up early, I want to prepare for Yud Aleph Nisan. On the other hand, Ezel ve'imlich bidvisul. My Rebbetzin said, if you have koyach, you should go. I mean, if he called you in the middle of the night, who calls somebody at 3 o'clock in the middle of the night if he doesn't think it's urgent? He says, no, Rabbi, it's okay, I'm fine already. No. So I got in the car, and I drove there. The Eibishter go help him, but I got there, he's sleeping. He didn't even stay up for me. Lahaisif, even more, as I say, to add injury to insult. Lahaisif pesha al pish osay, as they say. I call his name, hello? He doesn't think. He's sitting there in his bed with the computer on his lap, the computer's still on, the television is making noise, and I push him a little bit. Doesn't wake up. So I think one or two things. First of all, I see he's breathing in and out. Baruch Hashem, his heart looks okay. I'm a Minishkin doctor, but he looks okay. Baruch Hashem. What did I think? One or two things. Either he's stuck sleeping. Good, he looks okay when I'm going to wake him up. Or he's not sleeping, but he's embarrassed. He called me in the middle of the night and I came. So what am I going to do now? I'm trying to think. Who's going to gain if I wake him up? He'll be happy that I came. Maybe he'll be upset I came. He spoke to me. You know what? Wasn't schlafen. So I spoke to him in the morning, and then I spoke to him again in the afternoon. I went to see him in the afternoon. And he thanked me now for coming in the afternoon, but didn't mention anything about middle of the night. I think Ataka Gishlofi, Ataka doesn't know. And he's not going to know. So I'm thinking when I went there today, should I tell him I was here in the middle of the night? Shouldn't I tell him? I don't know. Maybe he'll feel better that the rabbi came in the middle of the night. Ich weiß nicht. One thing I know, that as I was driving in the dark streets of Bangkok, I was thinking that be'etzem he gave me taka hachon if Yud Aleph Nisan. Pshat hazeh. The famous story of the Frierdiker Rebbe said he was going to go lie down al Sachona to stay up on Shavuos, take a rest. When you lie down in the afternoon, you can have more kech at night. So his father, Rebbe Rashab, told him, Shlofen is a achona of shlofen. If you want to make a achana for learning, that's not by sleeping. Teir is a achana of teir. So if you want to make a achana Yud Aleph Nisan, there's kama b'kama ifanim, there's various ways. But with Pashtos, what would be the maskana from the Fabrengen? Maskana from the Fabrengen is we have to be more mekusher. Had big bidracha. To go in the ways of the Rebbe. We have to act Mahu Rachum, Afatah Rachum, Mahu Chanun, Afatah Chanun. And what's one of the inyonim, major, critical, pnimisdik inyonim we see and we learn by the Rebbe? The dedication to each and every Yid, each and every Yid, not just the Klal, but each and every Yid with Proteus is Eilam Moling. The Rebbe hat sich übergegeben, abgegeben, dedicated himself to every single Yid. No, so that's the result of the Fabrengen. No, was art dir, das gedaven fallen davenen, ki yadu the Meiser. Chassid who complained once that he learns Chassidus, and he gets a feeling of Ava and Yira to the Eibishter, then he starts davening, he doesn't connect so much to the words of the davening. So the Rebbe, remember which Rebbe it was, he answered him, was art dir, das gedaven fallen davenen? Davening is a feeling of closer to the Beit Shalom. So sometimes a person comes to that feeling with the achana l'tefillah. This is what I was thinking. This Jew, he called, and he knew that he can call because on the other side of the line is going to be a shliach of the Rebbe. Now, very interesting. There are many people that are Rabbonim. This same Jew actually, he told me now that in the place he comes from, a shtetl in Europe, he says there used to be a big kehillah, it became a very small kehillah, and he just read that the Rav in that shul, they knew he took a new rabbi, it's Lubavitcher. She said, is that something regular that Lubavitchers send Rabbonim to small shuls? I say it's extremely popular. The reason is very simple. Somebody who's looking to enter the field of Rabbonis, to look as a career, doesn't want to go to such a small shul. He's looking to go to a Pesachoshem place. A shliach is looking to work with Yidden, with Mekarev Yidden. What can be better than to be in a shul? Gives him a place to work from, it gives him a shtela, it gives him a base. And he works. A shul even gives him maybe even a little salary. He works. That's the work of a shliach. So this Jew already understood. If you call the guy who's the career rabbi, maybe the 9 to 5er, I don't know if you can call him at 3 o'clock. Probably his phone is in his room. You won't reach him at 3 o'clock. You'll get the recording. If you want the rabbi plus 3, and then you'll get a recording. From 9 to 5, you can get the rabbi there. And if it's urgent, try your luck. He didn't have time to wait till 9 in the morning. He called. So the whole Peil Mamish is that one thing everybody knows. They go around the world and they look for Chabad, like the Rebbe said to the Shlomo Kunyan, that Chabad will be a chain, be like gimbals. Time there was stores like today we have 7-Eleven. Maybe it was a little less than 7-Eleven. It's just bigger stores. Gimbals is like a chain. There'll be a chain of Chabad houses from coast to coast, it's all over the world. But a person knows what can he expect when he comes to Chabad house. What can he expect when he speaks to Shliach? Somebody who cares about him. First and foremost, somebody that cares about his goof, and somebody that cares about his neshama. Fascinating experience we had on Sunday. A Jew came here. He came to visit his daughter. His daughter works, I think, in the embassy, the American embassy. Came to visit his daughter, and he says, he's talking to me, and I've seen him. He was here 1 or 2 years ago. He says, regards from Rabbi Levin. Rabbi Levin is in Palo Alto. Oh, I said, beautiful. Yeah, I just saw Rabbi Levin. Yeah. He was coming out of the oil. I was going into the oil a few weeks ago. And I said, I'm talking to him. I said, would you like to put on tefillin? He says, yes, very much. What happened? He looked over eager. What happened? He said, I went to see, he's a doctor. And Rabbi Levin sends sometimes people to him. He's a very nice man, a good physician, and a good Jew. But he said, I went to Rabbi Levin's house. Rabbi Levin wanted to put on tefillin with me, but he couldn't find his tefillin. So this Jew says that Rabbi Levin probably didn't want to put on his own tefillin with me. I'm sure he had tefillin in the house. He was looking, he was asking his wife, don't we have tefillin here somewhere? Anyway, he didn't have. So I corrected him afterwards. I said, look, I'm sure his tefillin were in shul pashut. There's nothing that a shliach enjoys more than to put on his own tefillin on another Jew. I mean, that's, we have the part of the esrog, the hodder, and the esrog is, the more yidden that use it becomes the more a hodder. A shliach, I mean, what can be better for his own tefillin that he has the tefillin? He's mizaka other yidden with it. Akopanis, I told him, he leaves it in, maybe he left it in shul. He thought he had one in the house. Anyway, the bottom line was, he was agitated, but he didn't have tefillin with him. And he told him, do me a favor, please, when you go home, put on tefillin. I guess this Jew has a pair of tefillin in a homeless stomach. And it seems like this Jew didn't put it on. It was a few weeks ago. So when I asked him, tefillin, says, yeah, I would really like to put on tefillin. Good. So the right time zone, because Rabbi Levin is in Palo Alto, I Twitter with, not Twitter, what do you call it? WhatsApp. I WhatsApp him. So Rabbi Levin, look, who's here. I send him a tpicture. We took a selfie with tefillin. He says, oh, he's a great guy. He's a beautiful doctor. He's a great man. And tell him I got his note that I shouldn't bring the matzahs this year because he's not in town, but if he changes his mind, or if he's coming back, tell me. So I said, no problem. Matzahs. Of course, I was giving him matzahs. I took a picture of the matzahs, me and him giving him matzahs. I said it to him. We took care of it. So Rabbi Levin WhatsApps me back. The Rebbe takes care of it. He's a Yid. He's in the Rebbe's, part of the Rebbe's list. Network, to give matzahs, to put on tefillin. He didn't get it there. He picked it up at the branch here. It doesn't matter which branch. It's all the Rebbe. The Rebbe has many, many, many branches all over the globe. Sometimes you have to go and find them. Sometimes they come to you. Mamela, this is how we see this Nakuda. One thing a Jew knows, he's going to meet a Lubavitcher. Shalei kedah. Sometimes we make a mistake. then he knows he meets the Lubavitcher, going to ask him about the film. Oh, what took you so long to ask? Sometimes they say, what took you so long to ask? Of course they're going to ask me about film. So sometimes they want to put it on, sometimes the violent. It depends, each one Lefi Yonik. So this was the Hachana, this was the special Hachana Mishamaya Kamahanyale. Of course, Baruch Hashem, today we have Bluetooth and we have things, so we're able to listen, could listen to a Chaverengen from Rebbe. And V'akoponim, that's the Hachana. I think it's not such a bad Hachana to be reminded that Kama Yosef Ika B'Shuka. Yilav HaYema. With Aleph Nissen, and especially in our generation where the Rebbe was Mezaket, that he made basically a right, almost an entitlement to those that want to be his Chassidim, that they can be Shluchim. Right? So, Ilav Hayem, good. 3 o'clock in the morning, excuse me, I'm busy, I'm doing something else. Aleph Nissen reminds us that this is calling Yonenu, is to be Shliach, K'meisei Mishaleach Mamish. And come moving, but the Mishaleach, you have to be Mitzayah, what the Mishaleach would do if he gets a call 3 o'clock in the morning. So what they called the Rebbitzins house. What did the Rebbitzins say? Somebody apologized. It was Inyan Dochuf, an operation. They called the Rebbitzins house in the middle of the night to give a note to the Rebbe. They apologized. No, never know the story. התקשרו לבית של הרב באמצע הלילה, מישהו היה ניתוח, היה צריך משהו דחוף. ביקשו מהרבצן ששאל את הרב. אז ביקשו מחילה שהתקשרו. אני חושב שהרבצן אמר, זהו כל ענייננו. Our whole Indian is to help people when they have to apologize, call them in the night. Al Koponim, yeah, he rotzen, we should, as it says in the Heintika Hayem Yem, Yud Nissen, they were still Yud Nissen. Yesh Leima, that the Hayem Yem today is connected with the Mesilas Nefesh of Mishchul Chulach Emtzein. It's the act of Mesilas Nefesh. The Rebbe says that if a person would be Metayr, that he can save a whole city and a whole country and a whole Medina, he would work with Mesilas Nefesh. So if you can teach Taras HaMishpacha to a particular place, Mamish saving the whole country, and obviously you would work with Mesilas Nefesh, and then the Rebbe says of art, and you would do it B'Simcha, you would be B'Simcha G'deila, but the Eibishter gave you that schus. So maybe it's one thing to do the work. You have to understand that the simcha we have to have from that we're zeicha, that the Eibishter gives us an opportunity, and the Rebbe sends us with his shlichus to be able to be zeicha to do this work. Chaim should be zeicha all the inyonim and the hashbois and the brachas, and Aleph Nissen, should be come to us in the pnimius. We should be gerim in our chasruach. We should be zeicha that we should hemshech of Aleph Nissen. We should be able to be not just have to see the videos and hookups. We should be with the Rebbe together, dolamato, to hear chassidus, terech hadosha miti teitzei, be'efen shel mato me'asor tefachim l'chaim. Shuva, Shuva, Hashem Agos, Evein Rochem Alavodecho, Sameinu Baboiker Vazdecho, Radlen Lo Yisrecho V'chol Yomeinu. Shuva, Shuva, Hashem Agos, Evein Rochem Alavodecho, Sameinu Baboiker
Ole This